Hey guys, Dylan from Noble Records coming at you with another video. As you can see, I'm in a new room again, my fifth record room. This video, I'm just going to tell you about all my life updates and things going on with the channel and some big mistakes that I've made in the past and kind of where I want the direction of this channel to go. So stay tuned for that. If you only follow this channel, this is my main channel. I haven't done a video in about a month, and so you may be wondering, where's Dylan from Noble Records coming at us with more videos. But if you follow my other channels, I have two more channels also. I have one called Heavy Rotation, which I talk about all the records that are going into my collection every week. That's a lot more like long form 30-minute videos every week. So if you've been following that channel, you have not missed anything. And then I have another channel called Find This Record, and I just rip audio for records that aren't available to listen to online anywhere. Records that I find that are weird and crazy and stuff. So the links to both of those are in the description of this video if you want to keep up with me that way. But anyways, over the course of the past 2 months, my life has changed in a huge way. All good stuff, but it's been hard. It's been a crazy month in a good way, but just stressful. So if you're noticing, this is a different record room. This is the fourth record room I've had in the past year or so. And so I kind of wanted to apologize for the instability of this channel and your surroundings and all this stuff. This has been the busiest, craziest year of my life. Basically, I'll give you a brief rundown of what's happened. So if you see some of my videos earlier on in the history of my channel, the first room that I was in, you see that I was in a pretty big, nice room, but we were renting a house at that time. There was a lot of things about the house that we didn't like. And we kind of were looking for a different place. At the time, like I said, we were renting. We found a different place, and that was the second room I had. I don't know if you remember that one. I didn't like the shape of it. We were renting that house as well. Basically, when you start your own business, it's pretty tough to buy a house. The first year or so. I was coming from a job where I made very little money, and I couldn't afford to buy a house anyways. I tried for years, and was never able to buy a home. It was something that as an adult I wanted to be able to do, but the way the market is has been really hard, and so owning your own business, it's hard to buy a house. But so we started renting, so the room was long and narrow. I did a room tour in that room. Didn't like it. The room right next to it was my son's room. When I got my clipped horns, I needed my son's room to make them work, even though they didn't really work in there because the room was so small. But so I moved to that one. So that was the third record room. So I moved to my son's room. It was still a really small room, too small for my clipped horns. All the audiophile guys were slamming me for having such a small room. Couldn't help it, whatever. So then we were in that house. We were in there for a year. Everything was good. No issues. We liked the house. We liked where it was. The only problem I had with it was my room was so small. Unexpectedly, out of the blue, basically our lease was up and we were going to go month to month. And basically our landlord was like, the market's so high right now, we're going to go ahead and sell the house. So you guys have 30 days to get out. So that was a tough phone call that pretty much altered the course of my life in a huge way. At that point, I was like, this sucks. I do not want to live life like this. The entire reason why I own my own business and run my own stuff is so nobody can tell me what to do. And I can't have a landlord that can just turn my life upside down. I hate this. I hate it. I hate it so much. So, some things are a necessary part of life, but that's just one I'm like, I gotta buy my own house. I can't stand this anymore. So anyway, so then from there, we couldn't find anything really suitable. and we had to have, you can't close on a house in 30 days anyways. So we found another place. It was a really nice house, and then it had a guest house. So when I was telling you about my studio that I was renting, I had the option of renting the house and the guest house, or that they would rent the guest house to somebody else. I was like, you know what, I want to rent the guest house for me, so I can have it as my YouTube room, and it can be separate from the house, and blah, blah, blah. I had this great idea of doing that. That was a huge fail. I did not see how many problems I would have with that. The main problem was, since it was detached from the house, this doesn't seem like it would be a big problem, but it is. Imagine every time you want to listen to a record, every time you want to do something, you have to go to a different house. Like, you have to just leave your house. And, like, you know, with us having small kids and stuff like that, it's just hard to make time to go leave the house and go to, I mean, even though it's just right in the backyard, really, it's still, I wasn't in there ever. I wasn't able to make it worth it. You know, it was a huge fail. It's a long story, but my whole goal in that was to make my YouTube channel, make more of an effort with my YouTube channel, try to make more money with it, to help make the shop better. So I bought like nice cameras and equipment and all this stuff, and it quickly turned into a job. You know, and I never really wanted my YouTube channel to be a job. I always wanted it to be something that I really enjoyed, talk about records, and just talk about records with people. And it's insane how many people have followed it and started watching just me sit rambling about records. But I can't thank y'all enough. Anyway, so during the course of all this, I felt like a failure. I felt like this was, you know, this wasn't working. That place, the setup didn't work for me. I hated it. It was month to month from the beginning, and so I was like, you know, it was not a good permanent solution. I wanted to quit my channel at that point. So that was the fourth record room. The fifth one was this one. So basically, long story short, I grew up in the middle of the country. Grew up on a farm. My dad has 20 something acres. My sister has 15 acres, and they live next to each other out in the country, in the middle of nowhere. And so I love visiting where I grew up. This is where I grew up. I moved out here when I was 8 years old. And we really wanted somewhere out in the country to just kind of return to that. I like living out. Some people like the country, some people like the city. That's just different strokes for different folks. But this is where I grew up, and it's where my heart kind of is, you know. And I can play music as loud as I want. Anyways, so fate and luck would have it that the house on the other side went up for sale. There's some land on it, so I got some farmland, and you know, I'm not gonna turn into any sort of farmer. But we've got some land that our kids can play on. It's connected to my dad's and my sister's land, so it's a big group of family land now. Really nice to be able to do it. You know, so we bought the house, and so the past month we've been working on it. You know, past 2 months we've been like putting an offer, closing on it. That's the most insane process ever, but it happened, and so that's where we are now. So this is my new record room. It's the best record room I've ever had. It's the biggest record room I've ever had. The dimensions are perfect for my clip horns. This is exactly what I wanted and envisioned the whole time. It was all planned out. It wasn't planned out, but it's what I wanted the whole time. So all this to say, you know, like I said before, I wanted to quit my channel at the last place. I was done with it because it had turned into a job. I don't know if you noticed some of the videos I was making wasn't me. It wasn't really me. It wasn't my vibe. You know, certain videos get more views and you make more money. The way YouTube works is you see the ads, you make money on those ads, you know. And although I don't want to be like sell out, and you know, but I mean, I'm a really busy person, and like the shop takes up a lot of my time, and if something is I'm gonna be making YouTube videos. I need to make some money with that time. You know, it all makes sense. But I've decided to just go back to the roots of my YouTube channel and do it the way that I've always wanted to do it. And that is just talking about records I like, sharing records with you I like. I can't have it be a job. I don't want it to be a job. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not, you know, I guess I am, but the thing that's made the biggest difference in my mindset in YouTube in the past month has been you guys that come in the shop and tell me that you like my YouTube channel. That means the world to me. I have people that come in the shop every day and say, hey man, I watch you on YouTube. I heard about this record, or I heard about that record, or I'll see somebody come to the counter with a stack full of records, and they're all records that I recommended. And they'll say, hey, I watch you on YouTube. I really enjoy it. It's my favorite, whatever. And that, because I feel like, I mean, you know, you see the numbers, but you don't really, you know, I don't want it to be the type of thing to where you just get information from me and, you know, that's that. I want it to be something that that people really enjoy, and I want to do it for the right reasons, and I want to do it because I enjoy it. And usually it goes pretty well if you do it like you enjoy it. You know, it's been a success either way. So I'm going to try to get back to like doing videos like I used to without so much pressure, and you know, it might not be the most highly produced greatest videos you've ever seen, but it will be straight from my heart and what I like doing, and I'll be recommending y'all videos and things like that. So YouTube has become a crazy place over the past couple of years. I never expected at all for my YouTube channel to have more than 1,000 subscribers. I promise you when I say that, I never expected to have anyone watch my channel. No one's ever cared what I thought about anything. So anyways, but thank y'all that watch my videos. Thank you that have been nice to me and lent support and all that stuff. Like I said, my room is upside down right now. I'm still getting everything organized. We just moved in. So I'll be doing a room tour eventually. But right now, just wanted to give y'all a quick update this Sunday morning. And I hope y'all are doing good. Drop me some comments. Let me know how you've been. Any video suggestions would be great. Still trying to figure out how I want to, you know, what direction I want to move in since I've got that heavy rotation channel. You know, so anyways, I'm just along for the ride like you guys. I don't have a plan, but anyways, I guess we'll keep the YouTube channel going. Hope you guys enjoy it. We'll see you next time.